Coca-Cola was invented in 1886 by a pharmacist named Dr. John Smith Pemberton. Since its inception, it has quickly become one of the largest and most influential companies in the world. Love or hate their drinks, everyone knows what Coca-Cola is. But what many people may not know is the dark history and facts behind this world-famous drink. Number 10. Water shortages. We all know that the exact formula to make Coca-Cola is kept a secret. It will probably remain that way for a long time, if not forever. While we don't know everything that's put into Coca-Cola, we do know that they most definitely use water. You can't make most drinks without water, so it's not surprising that the sugary drink has a lot of water in it. This, however, becomes a problem in countries that have issues getting clean water on a constant basis. Number 9. Employees dying. You wouldn't think that working at a Coca-Cola factory could result in anyone dying, but that's exactly what happened to several Coca-Cola factory workers in Colombia. It was in 1986, and the day started off relatively normal when the factory was suddenly ambushed by a bunch of wild-eyed members of a nearby paramilitary group. A Colombian Coca-Cola executive tried to get the men to leave, but the men refused, and they ended up killing the executive. This resulted in the paramilitary group giving Coca-Cola an ultimatum: be quiet and leave, or die. Number 8. False advertising. Coca-Cola obviously wants to be the biggest beverage company in the world. At this point, it's safe to say that they probably are. Although, their size hasn't stopped them from buying out companies in order to make as much money as possible. This is what happened in India in 1977. Coca-Cola had begun their expansion to India selling their products at local shops. Unfortunately, they didn't do as well as they planned. Few people bought their product, and Coca-Cola lost a lot of money, so they left before they could lose any more cash. Number 7. Aggressive selling tactics. We all know how healthy water it is. We also know that we need to drink a decent amount every single day, but there was a time where Coca-Cola was completely discouraging against that. All Coca-Cola wanted to do was make as much money as possible by encouraging people to drink Coke over water. To do this, they launched a campaign that went by the name H2No. Number 6. Health concerns. Can Coca-Cola kill you? If you drink enough of it, it apparently can. Coca-Cola faced criticism when a woman from New Zealand apparently drunk herself to death by drinking too much of the soda. She was only 30, and she spent most of her days gulping down bottle after bottle of Coca-Cola. The coroner who observed the woman's body said that many of her medical conditions could be linked back to her Coca-Cola addiction, which raises the question: just how addictive is Coca-Cola? Number 5. Marketing towards children. In the 1990s, Coca-Cola was trying to tackle the idea of getting the younger generations to consume their products. The 90s were a time where things were slowly changing in regards to what we ate and drank, but Coca-Cola was quick to jump and make certain that kids would drink their products and their products only while at school. Number 4. Exploiting farmers. Coca-Cola clearly has no issues trying to beat out their competition and make as much money as possible. This can be seen with how they source their ingredients. The company used to get their coca leaves from local farmers in Peru, and some say that some of the US factories are still doing this. The issue with that is that coca leaves are almost entirely illegal around the globe. They are commonly used to make cocaine, and this, of course, is an illegal drug. The real problem is that coca leaves can technically be used for other things as well. Legal things, like candy. If they're made correctly, of course. Number 3. Misleading medical studies. The Coca-Cola company was under fire a few years ago due to their research department employees speaking out about misconduct. Coca-Cola has always been branded as a company that promotes unhealthy, sugary drinks. It is a fact that Coca-Cola's drinks contain quite a bit of sugar, and we all know that sugar can lead to obesity. Coca-Cola, however, was funding scientists who would instead place the blame on people simply not exercising. Number 2. Originally contained cocaine. Coca-Cola used to contain traces of cocaine in their drinks. It might sound like some silly urban legend you heard at school, but it is true that the fizzy drink used to contain the drug. There have been countless disagreements on how much was featured in the drink, but the fact is that Coca-Cola used to use coca leaves in their products, and some say that they still do. In those leaves, you'll find cocaine alkaloid, which, of course, can be used to create cocaine. Number 1 is Coca-Cola Wine. At this point we all know that Coca-Cola had traces of cocaine in their drinks, but did you know that Coca-Cola was originally meant to be a straight-up alcoholic drink? Coca-Cola was supposed to be simple but sweet-tasting wine, but prohibition came around, making the overall drink illegal. That was when the creator of Coca-Cola decided to include cocaine into the drinks instead. They then rebranded the drink as a headache cure, with the medicinal power coming from the cocaine. This was, of course, a time before people really knew what kind of damage cocaine could actually do. While Coca-Cola never seems to really acknowledge the odd things in their drinks, they were criticized recently because of reports that were released. The reports stated that Coca-Cola did indeed contain traces of alcohol, which doesn't appear to be written anywhere on the bottle. This caused an uproar, especially in countries that have a strict anti-alcohol culture.